So time to diagnose what is wrong with my TEREX Finlay rock crusher. Look at this behemoth. All radio controlled. It does run on these tracks. You guys may have seen me do the unboxing, or if you've caught our show YouTube Gold, you've seen this in action. Operating on a dual stick controller, so either track can be controlled by either stick. And of course the switches control the jaws on this, which actually crush stone. Now, if you've never seen this before, what this is a scaled down version of a full-size rock crusher. Excavator or loader or conveyor belt or what have you would be loading rocks into the top of this. It's a vibrating, shaking table that would shake it down into this area where it's a jaw, and I'll show you basically the chomp movements of it. The jaw is kind of in a V shape, and so as the rocks fall in, the jaw keeps crushing away, and it kind of spits out the rocks as pebbles on the bottom. And it travels the conveyor, and it comes up the conveyor, and it drops into a large pile. Now, I want to say that as a model, this thing works amazing, but it can't crush all rocks. Mostly, I like to use crushed concrete already, and that way it can chew through it pretty good. River stone or those really small, smooth, hard rocks, it doesn't like. And I'm wondering if that's what's caught in there right now, giving me an issue. So I've got to diagnose it. But first, let me show you. Here's the battery compartment with the giant ESC right here. You guys can't quite see it, but it is in there with the on-off switch that powers this giant brushless motor that goes to a transmission that helps power that crusher, right? That's what's actually running the motor back and forth. Now, you'll see in a moment when I turn that on what's going on. Here on this side, so you guys can have a look if you've never seen it, look at that. Intimidating as it may be, it's really not that bad. We're looking at a junction box, we're looking at 4 ESCs, and we're looking at a receiver, which is in the bottom right here. These are all brushed ESCs. They're controlling one track here, one track on the other side, the shaker deck, and of course the brushed motor on the end that runs the whole conveyor system. For those that are wondering, I bought this off of a website that is in Vietnam all the way to Canada. So I think they ship all over the world. I'll leave a link in the video description box down below. Be prepared, this thing is ridiculously expensive. But it's very hard to get anything like this anywhere else in the world. Now I'll show you how the shaker deck works. Let me see here. Everything's, first I got to plug it in. We'll do it one-handed with a lipo. Oh, totally upside down. Like that, there we go. Everything's good to go. So here's the shaker deck. And what this does is it would take all that rock and shake it all forward, right, towards the jaws that continually keep crushing. There is an offset in here, so a weight that kind of spins on a shaft, and it kind of makes the whole thing jiggle. Now the issue I'm having is thinking that there is a stone or something caught in here. Let's turn it on so you can have a look, and you can all go, ugh, ugh. That is not good. So either I have a jam up or I have something that's come off the shaft, but I can already see here that I've got some loose pieces. This does a lot of work. It crushes a lot of stone, and if you don't do your maintenance, it falls apart. You got to treat every RC you own with respect and always make sure to do your maintenance. So first things first, I might as well dump it out, get those rocks out, and see what's going on so I can get some access to that area. Now, sadly for me, I don't see anything in there that would be causing this problem. All this would be normal crushed rock anyway, so that shouldn't be an issue. And as I continue to watch it, I figured it out. See, this piece actually has screws all the way around, and they've broken every single screw. That's what's happened. It's going to be a big job. Now I figured the best place to start would be just to take off the cover and have a look at what's underneath. Then it just slides out. So this is a spinning wheel of some sort. Just going to go ahead and turn it around. Aha, chain drive. Interesting. Wow, look at this, guys. That is a sprocket and chain driven crusher. That makes so much more sense now. Okay, now I'm going to remove the 4 screws on this side and on the other side and see if I can begin to understand how this is fitted in place. I think this middle section may be able to lift right out. Aha, I just discovered something on this side. I spun this wheel around and there is a large set screw in there, and I bet you it goes all the way down to the shaft and I'm able to slide this out, because that would be ideal for me to see those broken screws right behind it. This is the grub screw I removed. I'm wondering if there's another one on the other side. Now I'm wishing I had very small hex drivers there. I'm not able to fit them in, so I have to take off this whole shroud. Took off the pulley system right here, or the chain drive I should say, straight off of this. Now I'm going to try and take this shroud off with the motor still attached. See if I can do that. I have a feeling I'm going about it the long way, but since I've never done this before, I really have no idea. Aha! Brilliant! Okay, we'll turn, not twisting the wire too badly, out of the way. Beautiful. This plate is going to be wired and have the belt on the end. It's just up and out of the way though. Oh yeah! Yes! Just the jaw crusher. That's what I needed. Yes! Well, here it is. The nasty part. At least I was able to get the crusher out. You don't want to be getting your fingers in there while it's running, because it'll just chomp, chomp, chomp all the way down. So it does have a guard on here. Clearly it's not hooked up to any electronics right now, so I don't have to worry about getting hit. But look at the adjustment wheel on there, like a worm gear. Amazing. I want to turn this thing over. There's the adjustment for the jaw right there. So as you can see, this would wheel like on it just kind of chomp, 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 and it all gets spit out down through here. Now we've chomped a lot of gravel. And look at this, I don't really see a lot of wear on the actual teeth. Like they're looking pretty good at the end. Maybe a little bit right in this area here, but that's just chip paint. There we go. And there they are. And that is exactly what the problem was. All these shook loose. They didn't have any Loctite in them. And, aha, yes. Okay, so as I'm reassembling this, I'm noticing that there was no top screw ever. It looks like it had an indentation of a screw, but there's nothing behind it to hold on either side. It's just a hole. So, no top screw. Okay, so installed on this side, you can see the red Loctite kind of seeping from the holes on the side. Not a big deal. There's not a lot of thread actual bite in there. It's only about 1/4 of the screw. So I wanted to use the red Loctite just so it didn't shake free. Plus behind this flywheel right here, it's all done just like this side, but I took some shoe goo, if you guys don't know what that is, like goop or whatever you want to call it, and I actually put a thin layer around the outside of the screw heads. Now that'll help them from actually vibrating out. So give it a little bit of extra. Now this is an obviously off center, so it's going to wobble a little bit. But as I turn this, you can see those jaw teeth moving back and forth. All right, and a short time later, I basically have everything back together again. I went in and installed more grease on this chain. I noticed it was starting to get a little dry. I don't want the chain to get heated up, because if it heats up, it stretches and you don't want a saggy chain. No one likes a saggy chain, right? Let's fire it up. That's on low speed. How's the other side look? Perfect, high speed. Oh, that was high speed. Oh, that's working nice and quiet. Look, it's like working better than it has in a long time. All right, let's get the shaker on and the conveyor on. Let's throw some rocks in there. You can hear it chomping it. Look at that. Beautiful. Looks good. Stable. Let's just turn it around here. Beautiful. Right into the dustpan. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to cover it up, make sure everything is safe enough that fingers aren't going to get caught in there, of course. Put these two back on. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm wondering how many people are even at this point in the video. Did you get this far in the video? Leave a comment down below. What do you think of this rock crusher? Is it one of the more unique RCs you've ever seen before? Thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. We'll see you in the next episode of RC Adventures. Now get outside and have fun with RC. You know I always do. Bye. Man, what a killer machine.